Over 5 seconds left. Life at times is difficult. We all look for someone to lead us. Whether in the workplace or at home, people look for someone to lead them. I've had the opportunity to lead in my youth group and to lead my fellow Marines during my time in training in Virginia. Leaders shape their home. They shape their culture, and they impact the world they live in. We need great leaders today. You need to become one of them. To do that, you must understand these 3 things. You must understand what leadership is, what the lack of leadership is today in our culture, and why it is critical that you become a leader. What is leadership? Leadership, by definition, is the action of leading a group of people or an organization. In order to be a leader, you must have people willing to follow. Leadership trainer John Maxwell states, "He who thinks he leads but has no followers is only taking a walk." Leadership is the act of responsibility to guide others in a direction to accomplish a specific task. Stephen M. Smith defines leadership as the ability to adapt the settings so that everyone feels empowered to contribute creatively to solving the problems. Great leadership requires good communication, trust, and respect. Without these traits, followers will not feel empowered. Without communication, nothing can be accomplished in a timely manner. Without trust, no one can be sure that they are doing the right thing. And without respect, there can be no structure to accomplish the task. Leadership is more than a title or a position. Leadership is who you are among coworkers and friends. If your company gives a team a task to complete, leaders will act with confidence, and they have the ability to communicate with the team about how the task can best be accomplished. With a plan, a leader ensures that others have what they need. Leaders help others know what their part in accomplishing the task is. Leaders build trust between themselves and their co-workers. Leadership is a responsibility and a privilege, and should not be merely taken as a title or a position. Once you understand the role of leadership, one must understand that our world today has a lack of great leaders. Some people have a fear of leading. Much of this is rooted in their failure or their fear of failure. Because of this, they won't allow themselves to be put in a position of leadership. They avoid the responsibility that comes with being a leader. Many people have the potential of becoming great leaders, but they will not because they lack self-confidence. They sit back and allow themselves to become the generic follower of another leader. An example of this in my life is a friend whom we will call Steve. Steve is smart, he knows his job, and he does it well. People look up to him, and they would follow him if given the chance. But Steve doesn't realize his own potential. Even though we tell him that he has great potential and he can be a good leader, he is scared to fail and he won't try. There are others in the positions of leadership but cannot lead. They think that their position makes them a great leader. They are merely giving orders. They tell others to do things that they themselves would not do. They think of only themselves and make no effort to communicate effectively. They have a position but do not have the respect of their followers or co-workers. They lack trust. We have plenty of people who want to take responsibility for success, but few that claim responsibility for their losses. President Donald Trump said, "Leaders, true leaders, take responsibility for the success of the team and understand that they must also take responsibility for the failure." We need great leaders. We have too few. Understanding what leadership is and recognizing the lack of such in our world, we must also understand why it is crucial and critical that you personally become a great leader. Leaders are needed to shape our society and strengthen our culture. But why do you need to become a great leader? Becoming a leader can be very beneficial to you. It will create opportunities for promotion in a workplace. For example, if you show yourself to be a great leader and good at what you do, the people above you will see the leadership and see how you display that you know your job and you do it well. And naturally, the people above you will see the leadership and they will want to promote you to a higher position. They know if they have great leaders working in their company, that it will benefit and grow the company. Being a great leader will provide you the opportunity to mentor others. By showing what it means to be a great leader, you will inspire others to lead. If you sit and wait for someone else to lead, then you have no idea how good that leadership is going to be. But if you lead and you become the leader, then you can choose what type of leader you become. If you are wondering whether you are a leader, consider this quote from John Quincy Adams. If your actions inspire others to dream more, do more, learn more, then you are a leader. I would add that if your actions don't do these things, then you should become such a person. Leadership is the act of taking responsibility for your actions and being willing to communicate, trust, and respect others around you. It is taking the initiative and completing the objective while guiding those around you. The lack of great leaders is mainly due to the people who are too scared of failure. They're too scared to lead. The reason that you should become a great leader is because it will benefit you and those around you. It will help you gain confidence in yourself and help you accomplish your goals in life. Because life is difficult and everyone looks for someone to follow, you have the opportunity to become a great leader. You need to become the great leader that people want to follow. You don't have to be the next Steve Jobs or Warren Buffett. You simply must have the willingness to lead where you are at. Wherever you are, whatever you do, you can become a great leader. Be a leader. Become the person others want to follow. Take responsibility for your actions, successes, and failures. Then you will be able to accomplish your goals and dreams. Become great at leading.